If you're in the process of adding AI voice agents to your business and you're not a developer, most tools in this space weren't actually built for you. And today I'm going to be comparing CloudTalk with Vapi, and I'm going to walk you through both tools side by side, the core differences, how the features compare, and what the pricing will actually look like once you factor in everything you're going to need, and who each of these tools is really built for. By the end of the video, you're going to know which one's right for your use case. Let's get into it. And a quick note as we dive in, if you do decide to get started with either tool, click the links down below in the description. I do also have a special promo if you do decide that CloudTalk is the right tool for you, to get an extra 15% off your first 3 months with the link and the code down below. Now, before we compare both of these tools, we need to be clear about what these tools actually are, because the reality is they are not in the same category of product. Let's start with CloudTalk. CloudTalk is a cloud-based business phone system that is built specifically for small and mid-sized businesses, whether that's a sales, support, or operations team. And the platform is broken down into two distinct products. The first being the CloudTalk business phone system, and the second being the CloudTalk AI voice agent. And the cool part is you could actually run either on its own or run them together. And that's an important distinction, and it makes it really powerful because they're built to work together seamlessly on the same platform. And with CloudTalk, you're getting international numbers in 160 plus countries, which is insane. IVR menus, call routing, recording, analytics, and CRM integrations. Truly the full stack. And with their AI, their agent is called CT, which handles inbound and outbound calls in over 60 languages. And it runs on the same infrastructure as your human team. And here's something worth knowing. CloudTalk isn't some startup that just popped up over the last year or so riding this AI wave. They've been around for about a decade, since 2016. And when you throw in all of the compliance like GDPR, HIPAA, CCPA, SOC 2, and ISO, where most voice agents are just getting started and don't have this compliance built in, it's important to know that depending on your use case. Now, we're gonna get into Vapi in a moment, but the key distinction I want to make here that's really important for you as you make this decision is CloudTalk isn't just an AI voice agent. It's the phone system, the dialer, the analytics, and the AI all in one. And if you do want to know more about CloudTalk in depth, I do have a dedicated video covering everything that you could check out, linked down below. Now, let's talk about Vapi. Vapi is a developer-first platform for building AI voice agents. The name literally stands for Voice API, and that tells you who it's built for. Vapi is going to give you the orchestration layer. You plug in your own speech-to-text provider and your own language model with your own text-to-speech engine and your own telephony carrier. Vapi then is going to handle the real-time loop between them, which does make it genuinely powerful for technical teams that do want granular control over every component of the voice pipeline. But just bear in mind that it does not come with a phone system, phone numbers, call routing, or CRM integrations, or analytics. You're assembling all of that yourself. So the real question isn't which AI is going to sound better on a call. They honestly both sound great. It's whether you want one system that handles everything, or you want a developer toolkit where you build and maintain the entire stack yourself. Let's compare some key features. Now, one of the biggest differences I've already hinted at is one platform versus assembling a stack. And this is truly a core difference. With Vapi, you're going to be managing 4 to 6 separate vendors. As I mentioned, your AI model provider, your voice provider, your transcription provider, your telephony carrier, and then whatever you use for your CRM and analytics. And that isn't just the initial setup, that's also the ongoing DevOps. DevOps. So if something breaks, it's gonna be on you to figure out which layer failed. With CloudTalk, on the other hand, AI agents and your human team run on the same call flow, same routing, and same dashboard. But here's the distinction. When the AI can't handle a call with CloudTalk, it can escalate it to a live rep with full context already attached. No separate channel and no dead ends. For most small and medium-sized businesses without dedicated engineers, that's the difference between going live in days and having a system you trust, or spending months building it and maintaining it. Next, let's talk about languages. CloudTalk owns its telephony layer. It doesn't rely on a third-party carrier. What does that mean for you? Well, that means 99.999% uptime, as well as redundant servers, multi-region backups, and local phone numbers in 160 plus countries. And let me give you an example of this from their website. Oxford Royale Academy, an education company, used one CloudTalk AI voice agent to handle calls across 176 countries in 5 languages, replacing 4 seasonal staff members. And the best part, they were able to configure everything without coding. Vapi, on the other hand, doesn't even come close. And this is because the number of languages is dependent on an external resource. Next, let's talk about integrations. CloudTalk has over 100 plus native CRM integrations. For example, they connect natively to HubSpot, they're HubSpot certified, as well as Salesforce, Pipedrive, Zoho, Zendesk, and over 100 other tools. And that means your call data is going to sync automatically, no custom API work. Vapi has no built-in CRM integrations. If you do want your call data in your CRM, you're going to need to build that connection yourself through the API. Next, let's talk about outbound versus inbound. CloudTalk is going to cover both. On the outbound side, you get a full AI sales dialer. Some of my favorite features are things like the parallel dialing, the power dialer, and voicemail drop. With Vapi, you can technically handle outbound calls, but it doesn't ship with dialer tools or campaign management. So if your team does outbound prospecting alongside inbound support, CloudTalk handles both without adding another tool. Now, the price you see is not the price you're gonna pay. And this is the single most important thing to understand about Vapi. Their pricing page does start at 5 cents a minute. And that does sound incredibly affordable. But that number, as you know from this video so far, only covers Vapi's platform. On top of that, you're paying separately for your language model like OpenAI, Anthropic, or whoever you choose. You're also paying separately for your text-to-speech voice provider, as well as paying separately for your speech-to-text transcription, and you're paying separately for your telephony carrier like Twilio. When you stack all of these together, the real-world cost is probably going to be around 15 to 30 cents per minute, sometimes higher depending on which model you use. So just bear that in mind as we start to talk about pricing. Now, with CloudTalk, the pricing is all inclusive. We're talking about the AI, the phone system, the routing, the CRM sync. It's all in the same plan. So let me break this down for you as clearly as I can, because this is where the comparison gets really real. CloudTalk's phone system is priced per user per month, and we're gonna take a look at the annual billing. The starter plan is $25 a month, Essential is $29 a month, and the Expert, which is their most popular plan, starts at $49 a month. And that includes the power dialer, real-time analytics, and the full Salesforce ecosystem integration. Every plan includes unlimited calls across the US and Canada, with the ability to have local numbers in 160 plus countries and 24/7 support. AI voice agents are an add-on on top of any plan, starting at $99 a month for 200 minutes of AI call time. And that covers both AI receptionist and AI specialist agent types, with 60 plus languages included. If you're just testing the waters, there's a free AI receptionist tier that is gonna give you 50 minutes in your first month for inbound answering, FAQs, and routing. With the full AI specialist, which handles multi-step workflows, lead qualifications, appointment bookings, and payment processing, this starts at $349 per month with 1,000 minutes minutes included. And high volume teams doing 10,000 plus minutes get custom pricing as low as 15 cents per minute. And everything is included in that pricing. Vapi, as we discussed, charges 5 cents per minute for platform hosting, but that does not include all the additional costs we discussed. And you're not going to get all the features that would be helpful for you and your team. Now, what I could gather online, for Vapi, your budget annually is going to need to be somewhere between $40,000 to $70,000 for your operation. And so the bottom line is this: CloudTalk gives you one predictable bill with your phone system, AI, routing, analytics, CRM sync, all included, where Vapi is going to give you a lower platform fee, but the total cost of ownership is significantly higher and much harder to predict. Now, as someone who reviews software for small and medium-sized businesses, my recommendation is going to be CloudTalk. Unless you need granular control of every single detail, Vapi is going to be overkill, and it's going to require a lot to maintain. If you do happen to get started with either, don't forget to use the links down below, and remember, there is an extra 15% off your first 3 months when you use the link and the code down below for CloudTalk. Now, who is this for? CloudTalk is the right move if you are a small and medium-sized business that wants AI voice agents and a complete phone system without needing a developer to build it. And if your goal is to go live within a few days, have calls automatically logged to your CRM, and have one support contact if something breaks, CloudTalk is built exactly for that. On the other hand, Vapi is the right choice if you are a developer or an agency building custom AI voice application where the ability to wire any language model with any voice provider and any telephony stack together is the whole point. And that's what makes it genuinely powerful. If you decide to go with either tool, use those first links down below in the description. And hey, if you got value from this video and you want more like this, subscribe. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.